We're at Kenzo, and the look is inspired by David Lynch. It's inspired by the 50s, it's inspired by his movies, it's inspired by color. So I went with the 50s liner, and I used an electric royal blue to give it a twist and a Lynch kind of feel, like referencing Blue Velvet and other movies of his, and giving it a very dynamic graphic kind of shape. And I've also given the girls quite an arch to their brow as well, so it gives an elegance, but a cool elegance. And everything else is left very simple. The skin is super dewy, a slightly beige lip, and very directional and easy looking.
Whenever we think of Kenzo, we think of a downtown woman. But this season we're kind of going a little bit more polished. We're kind of riding on that whole David Lynch vibe. So although the look's very simple and very beautiful, there's a little bit of an odd twist to it. So we're doing a really gorgeous ponytail in the center at the back of the head with a really strong side part, and then using extensions and wrapping it around the ponytail, and then hacking it at the bottom to create this really severe line at the bottom of the ponytail. So my little twist to this very simple look is that severity of the chop at the bottom, and yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah, we were really excited. I mean, we really started this, we kind of call it the trilogy of David Lynch, because we started with him with Pre and with Men's, and now this is the final, and you get to see that he worked with us on this collection and working with us on how we showcase this. I mean, obviously we worked on the collection ourselves, but we were really designing almost through the eyes of David Lynch. So it's so exciting to have our childhood, idol work with us.
It was interesting David Lynch did the set, which I feel like there's such an interesting Kenzo opening ceremony Hollywood thing going on in general, which always makes things more interesting, especially at 10 a.m. as I was eating candy corn, caramel corn, which they gave out.
We wanted to really exaggerate the volume and play with the volume. We felt like there's this idea of like Northwest, this kind of layering, this idea of warmth, but we really wanted to give her almost like a twisted shape. We felt like, in David Lynch's world, there's always this phrase that things aren't what they seem. And so it was really the idea of taking these normal things and giving it a twist, giving it a shape change, or really playing with, just the different layerings and things.
There's a real femininity to the collection, I think, with the lean shape, the tailoring, and some of these dresses. But yeah, I think the full skirts, I think we want to complement kind of a different silhouette as well.
I love Kenzo. I think the shapes were really strong at Kenzo. I think I'm one of their biggest fans. I think that, the colors were fabulous, the blues and the greens and the yellows. I love sparkle. There was this one, the couple of outfits that were sort of like Missoni sparkle done by Kenzo, which those, of course, spoke to me personally. And since I'm highly unprofessional, all I really look at is what I want for myself personally.
Well, Kenzo, I think Carol and Humberto, every season, it just keeps getting better and better, and you can really sense the evolution of the brand and the evolution of the design of the brand. I think, the last few seasons, it's kind of been moving more into like just really solid, beautiful design. It's young, it's downtown, it's cool. I think a lot of the details were like just a really beautiful attention to detail. Like I love the fur sleeves, I love the kind of like oversized collars, and just the explosion of color and texture, which is signature Kenzo.
We're not afraid of color, and for winter we wanted color to be a part of it, and so we have a whole range of palette from the lighter pastels to the really stronger colors, which are exciting for us.
really cool. So many things stood out. The shoes, the skirts, the sparkly sweater, the jackets. I love the mix of patterns. I love the colors. I just thought it was really modern and cool and urban, and I was really into it.
We were really excited on working on, really great bags that felt like they tied into the collection. These kind of quilted bags and these kind of furry bags, and the shoes were really about creating the strength, almost industrial-looking shoes that really kind of grounded the woman.
Kenzo was colorful and sporty and energetic and young, and it was all the things you think of when you think of Kenzo. And there were so many looks, but it was really cool. And I always love Kenzo, and they've done such a great job the past few seasons of giving it a really strong identity, and people know what to expect. And every time it's a little bit different, and it always has a cool, colorful young spirit.
It's very nice. I love it.
I found that all of the clothing is very well constructed, but at the same time, the pieces still had a casual feeling about them. It was really nice, really fresh, wonderful.
Très fresh. I'm very happy.
It was a huge honor. I mean, I think for us to have his support, and obviously he started this house in 1969, and to be able to have him come to our show and like it, and it's exciting for us.
Yeah, we always think about him when we're designing.